Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the best cards to buy at each position here in NBA 2K25 My Team. Not budget cards, just cards in general. Now, obviously, I'm recording this video before leaks come out, but it will be released, I believe, after leaks come out, if not right before leaks come out. So this does not include the cards that are coming out on Friday, of which there might be cards who are among the 3 or 4 best cards at their position in the game. In fact, there almost certainly will be, but they're not included in this video. So obviously I'll make videos on all those cards tomorrow and where they rank. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. We'll start at the point guard position, and we'll start with the best point guard in the game, who is Galaxy Opal Penny Hardaway. I just think Penny is your most complete option at the PG spot right now in my team. This one actually has 14 Hall of Fame badges, including a couple of good extra ones. He's got half set shot, half paint patroller, half interceptor, and it's only going for 356K with 11 minutes left. Penny has become pretty affordable for what I would consider the best point guard in the game, especially. I mean, he's got Darius Garland dribble style, great slasher, versatile defender, decent release, like super solid card. In my opinion, the best point guard in my team, but pretty close behind is Pink Diamond Cade Cunningham, especially if you see a Cade with a bunch of extra Hall of Fame badges. And Cade is even cheaper than Penny, so another really solid value card. Like this one right here, for example, 18, 22, 17. Like these ones have a lot of extra badges on them, and this like Legend All Menace glove Cade. This card is going to be absolutely a dog. And cards like this, like obviously even just a base Cade, really good, a versatile card with great super solid slashing, really nice tray escape, elite level jump shot. He's a versatile defender. He's got a big player build, makes him look taller than 6'6". Really solid card as well at the PG spot. And then a third really good point guard that I would consider buying is Pink Diamond Zach LaVine, who is really expensive. Oh my goodness, I had no idea he was still that much. I thought he was like 300, 400K, 679K. I guess this one has legend badges, 3 of them, and he's got set shot specialist. I mean, my opinion, he's got a half on ball menace and paint patroller and legend set shot specialist. So like I get those are good extra added badges, but 679K is kind of crazy. I probably stick to the other 2 guys with this price for LaVine, but I do think LaVine is a very good card as well. Elite level slasher, amazingly fast release, decent movement, like really solid card as well at the point guard position. Shooting guard position, best viable shooting guard in the game is Dr. J. No doubt about it still. If you can get him decently affordable at all, I recommend you do it, because you're just not going to get very many cards in the game. Like, look at my stats with Dr. J. This is just since I got him a second time. 84 starts, 11.9 points per game. He has shot, I mean, over 60% from the field, over 60% from 3. I mean, the card is just absolutely nasty for me. He does everything well. He's elite as a playmaker because he's such a good shot creator for himself. He's such a good finisher. He's a versatile defender. Best slasher in the game, at least one of them, and his player build's huge, so he plays bigger than you think defensively. He's already listed as 6'7". Like, there's just nothing to criticize about Dr. J. I think he's one of the best cards in the game to this day. Now, Michael Jordan is also an amazing card, his Dark Matter specifically. I do think very overpriced, but probably the second best viable shooting guard behind Jordan, in my opinion. Just wouldn't pay $1 million MT for him. I mean, his jumper's not that good. His movement's good. His defense is good. His slashing is good, but I don't love his fade. I don't love his jump shot. Even on very quick, it's still not that great. Is he a very good card? Absolutely. Would I pay $1 million plus MT for him? Absolutely not. I think that's exaggerating his price pretty dramatically, in my opinion. Certainly not a bad card, but also certainly a little bit overpriced for what he gives you on the court, in my opinion. And then probably the third best viable shooting guard is still Ron Artest, I guess. I mean, obviously Franz and Kawhi are part of the Winter Festival event, both also really good cards. Ron has definitely dropped in price. He's still expensive, but not as expensive as he was. Can get him probably under 200K would be my guess. I mean, in the games I've used him, I've liked him. He's a very efficient shooter. His release is really nice. He's absolutely elite defensively. I mean, he's a really good card. I really do think he's great, and I have no significant issues with him in any area. He's a decent shot creator. He's got a great fade, really good release, super solid slasher, elite level defender, a card who can play for a very long time at a very high level at the shooting guard position. So Ron is definitely a stud as well to the 2 guard. At the 3, obviously the best 3 in the game is, in my opinion, at least Galaxy Opal LeBron James. Honestly, his Opal or his Pink Diamond, either one. Like, both of those cards are amazing. The Pink Diamond is obviously much cheaper. Both of them are great. You're not going to get him, I don't think, still for about less than $1 million MT. I know that's not what it shows right now, but that's because none of these end for the next 2 hours and 46 minutes. But when you see this one right here with 23 hops with $1 million MT with 10 hours left, like realistically, he's $1 million MT card still, and he's an amazing card. Again, still me personally, I have a hard time justifying that type of price tag for any card, but I do think he's a very good card. So he is a tough option at the small forward position. Another guy, honestly, small forward or power forward, Giannis Antetokounmpo, especially his Galaxy Opal. The ability to play both small forward and power forward at a very high level is super valuable. I do think Giannis is a great card, and I think he is one of the 3 best viable small forwards. But again, not sure I'd pay 1.2, 1.3 million MT for an Opal Giannis. Again, it's just my opinion. I feel like that type of price tag is a little bit excessive when you can get a lot of other really good value cards for the position. For example, Pink Diamond Rudy Gay. I think this card is absolutely amazing. He's pretty affordable. In fact, I had him in my budget video for a reason, because you can get him for less than 80-something thousand MT. In fact, he might even be a less than 80K still. He was less than 80,000 MT. He looks like he's right around 80K now. But again, this is a card who's got an elite level release, like truly elite. A top tier behind the back, top tier fade, top tier slashing. So he's just top tier offensively in general. Defensively, he holds his own as well. He's got a very big player build, 7'3" wingspan. Like, Rudy Gay is a really, really good all-around card. And his price, when you compare it to guys like LeBron and Giannis, it's a no contest. Why would you pay for those guys when you can get Rudy Gay? Power forward position, it's kind of the same type of thing. Giannis is one of them. I'd say Kareem is another one. I really think I know he's new, but even his Pink Diamond at power forward can be really, really glitchy. His Galaxy Opal for sure is rare, but very, very good as well. But I don't think I'd recommend paying for Galaxy Opal Kareem. Instead, I would consider going for somebody like an Hakeem Olajuwon. I think value-wise, you're getting a little bit more out of Hakeem for a much cheaper price. A guy who's an elite level shooter, has a really nice fade, great defensively, really good rebounder, great size and switchability as a big. Can step out on the perimeter, can guard against centers, like really even like a big center like a Wemby or a KP. He's going to be really, really good all the way around. He's got the great speed to boot. Like everything you want to see about Hakeem, he's got at a high level. Really, really nice card, and much, much more affordable as well at the power forward position, which works out great for Hakeem. Final power forward, very similar to Hakeem, Joel Embiid. We'll just shout him out as well. Very, very similar type of card. Does everything well, has the size to be switchable, is much, much more affordable than guys like Giannis and Kareem are. I think Embiid's a good card to consider as well. And there's a lot of other, even cheaper power forwards that I've talked about a lot on this channel. Guys like Jaren, John Isaac didn't get mentioned. Paulo Banchero is a small forward power forward as well. AC Green, etc. Like a lot of really good power forward options. And then at the center position, I would say the best center in the game by far, still to this day, is obviously Galaxy Opal Victor Wembanyama. Like I don't think there's any debating, or sorry, Pink Diamond Victor Wembanyama. I don't think there's really any debating that. I'm shocked he's this cheap. Since when was Wemby this cheap? Can you get him for $1 million MT right now? Like if you could get this one with 22 Hall of Fame badges for like 1.2 million MT, that's not bad at all. I love my Wemby card. He is amazing defensively. He is a great rebounder. I know he can be a step slow at 79 speed sometimes, but he also gets some of the glitchiest animations in the game because of how big he is. Not to mention the thing that makes him glitchier than anything else, and that is just quite simply the fact that he is absolutely freaking overpowered as a shooter. Almost impossible to contest, makes him an incredible three-point shooter. He is just a top-tier card with very little flaws. Best center in the game, for sure. Second best center in the game is obviously also Kristaps Porzingis. I don't think this one's super debatable either. He's much more affordable than Wemby. I think you can get a base one for less than 300K MT at this point, or around that price point. So he's definitely at least a third of Wemby's price, if not even cheaper. And again, really good shooter, great release, a lot of size at 7'2", similar to Wemby in that he's got 80 speed and he's a solid but not unbelievable defender, but high block rating, really good rebounder. Like gets the job done across the board. In my opinion, definitely the second best center in the game. I think the third best center in the game is probably D-Rob. So again, outside of D-Rob, it kind of becomes that same group of other centers. Like probably Kareem again would be your next best option, or Hakeem or Embiid or guys like that out of the viable power forward centers. So that is probably about it for the center position in terms of cards that I would recommend among the best of the best. With that being said, though, that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. Hopefully it gives y'all a good picture of the guys to be considering at every position. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.